Hey guys, how's it going? So, 1.10 is here, and with that, it brought Extreme Missions, the Phoenix, DLC, the buffs, and fixes, and we'll talk about all that in this video. So, first though, going to do the Phoenix as a test run. You're going to have that somewhere in the video as just doing a EX mission with it. If I fail, then I fail, but if I don't, and there's just a bunch of extra footage of it, I'm going to tack that on probably at the end. And I'll probably talk through it, just showing the basics of what it is and how they work and some stuff, and kind of talk about how I feel about the Phoenix while playing it. Other than that, though, Phoenix, we'll talk about that, go through that, show all the parts and stuff that you get from the EX stuff, and all the extra stuff. We'll go through that as well. DLC stuff, by the way, I'll go ahead and mention this here. It is you can get it on Steam, and it is $10 individually or the $24.99. So essentially, you're saving $5 for the season pass. The biggest problem I still have is the suits are locked behind that. That never feels good. It didn't feel good at Versus and stuff like that. It's Gundam. There's so many suits. There's so many different kinds of fans. And it always, somebody just gets hurt when their suit is locked behind paying more for the game that they are wanting to play that suit for. Other than that, though, I really hope the missions are actually, and we'll talk about it, there might be 2 to 4 here, depending on what it is. We'll look at that here in a second. But I hope there is some way that you can play with your friends still, because I could really see a situation where you know, 10 of them down the road, there's 20 missions, or in this case, if they do have the EX stuff, 40 missions or something, where you just can't play with people, and that just would feel awkward. And hopefully, if somebody owns it, you can get into the mission, still get parts that is of the base game, but you can't get stuff like, I guess, the blueprints and possibly chips, I guess, from it. Hopefully you could get the chips at least, but yeah, that way you would at least have to know somebody to farm, rather than, you know, everybody has to buy it so you can actually play together. So hopefully that's how it is. Again, as soon as we get a chance, hopefully it'll be on stream either today or tomorrow, and we'll get to test it, or I'll make a video if we end up testing it off stream, or even if we do, I might make a video confirming this and talking about it and, you know, praising the game for it, because if you can play with your friends still, that's going to be awesome. I can dream about the suits being free, and then I'll definitely praise it then if somehow we can get all the suits somehow. But anyway, let's get started into this, and we'll go ahead and start on the web pages. Okay, so apparently here's the Bandai Namco website. Now this is the Asia one, but it was translated, so here it is on this. Though I finally found the Steam one, which also has the fixes, which is weird because when I clicked on the more news or whatever, it sent me here, and then I clicked on more news again, and it just sent me to the main page. So we'll forget those, and let's go to the Steam one because it has all 3 things we need. So the DLC, I guess we'll go ahead and talk about that. I already had a mini rant, so I won't go back over this too much, but they have EX Mission Extreme 1 and EX Mission Extreme 2. Now what we're getting is EX Mission 01, 02, and 03 for the base game. So that's a little awkward. So what are these? So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, again, that I can play with somebody who has bought these. Hopefully we'll find out soon, and I can make something about that and let people know. For real though, if I can actually play that, I would probably end up like tweeting praise about that. That is awesome. Here we go. We got SD Gundam Battle Alliance notification for the update. Here's the update right here. So 5, 6 suits buffed. All the Barbatos buffed. The Rebake got buffed. The Bell got buffed. Julia got buffed. And the GM Gatherode got buffed as well. Unlock for the suits and upper levels will show all this. The mobile suit level 90, pilot level 90, and partner pilot level 90. Mainly this, I guess they just get better stats, so I won't really go through the partner level stuff. You just kind of can play and that goes up. The pilot level, you get 2 skills, so I'll show those off and talk about the skills in a section. And then the mobile suit level 90, I'll show that. And you have to do the EX missions to get the parts there. Now, next, Phoenix Gundam is in. Really cool that they're adding free suits. I hope they continue this. Please continue this a lot. That is amazing. And for the anybody who's kind of been going slow, working, haven't had much time to play, you can go ahead and get the upgrade for your first suit, essentially, of, well, actually, I think it's only 3, so you can do a lot of suits. And the capital, I can't remember how much capital it actually takes early on, but that's 50,000 capital. So you can definitely level a suit up pretty well with this of any of the 3 types that you want. So that's really cool. I think this is the same thing that they had in the deluxe edition, or maybe it's part of the season pass. I can't remember, but there we go. It either essentially they get it twice, and then everybody gets one for free. Not bad. Free mission, EX missions have been added. So this is what the 1, 2, and 3. There's no EX mission Extreme 1, which is the DLC stuff. So that's what I'm curious about. And the challenging content, though, you have to do it on hard. Every mission on hard, not chaos missions, but yeah, these. They get unlocked by doing everything on hard except for chaos missions. So if you're running behind, might be a good thing because I've already had all my parts. Everything's pretty easy, so it was a boring slog of time just to get these unlocked. So there it is. There's that. Hopefully, if you haven't gotten that far, now you can go ahead and farm your blueprints on hard. That way you can just go ahead and unlock it. The cursed treasure for the DLC, well, I already showed it up here. You get these 2 missions right here, I guess, is the artwork for them. And yeah, then whatever these EX mission 1 and 2, you will need to complete the cursed, missions in addition to the free EX missions to get these. So are these even harder missions that have better loot? And again, do I need to buy it to get the better loot? Or can I find somebody and still play with friends? Because also, that starts getting borderline into kind of like pay-to-win territory, which is really annoying, especially when you're buying a game. But yeah, moving on. Other improvements have been made to improve stability of operation. That's for like consoles and stuff. We'll go in and look at that. And future actions, they're going to continue updating it, which is cool. I'm curious to see how frequently and what they do with it. Release timing right here. Okay, so here's the stuff that they fixed. I'm going to leave them on screen because mainly there was nothing too major here, and a couple of bugs that I would kind of like to see them fix, especially what I've heard in chat, is people not being able to connect on console with other people. And DCs are always obviously annoying, but that's probably more of a network thing. And what could be a network thing is also not dropping loot when a suit boss dies. When people are doing the part farm and stuff like that, that can get really annoying, especially with the new first EX mission, at least, assuming that they're kind of the same. That might be a big complaint that they need to get fixed soon, somehow. But yeah, nothing too crazy there. They're all on the screen, so if you want to pause and look, there you go. But let's go ahead and get into the game and talk about the rest of the stuff. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and look at the upgrade stuff first. So, to get a suit upgraded, you need to have a total of 8 of the new part. And I remember to actually get rid of the camera here for this one. So 8 of the new part is what you need. And honestly though, the power that you get from this isn't much. And here, I'll show you. Though the cost for this definitely goes up. Now, money isn't that hard to get once you're in hard mode and stuff and actually have stuff on farm. But it does take about another 13 million. And for 13 million, not even 30 damage. Not even 30 range. So, kind of rip for the amount of money needed to upgrade something. I'll go ahead and do this because I love this suit. But, yeah, not much. Now, the thing is, what we seem to have found out, and I definitely want to test this to confirm it, so, you know, take this with a grain of salt. But every time you level up, you actually get damage to enemies based on their level and damage reduction to enemies based on their level kind of thing. And that's what it seems. So overall, if that's the case, then that's kind of an interesting little thing for leveling up for doing the EX missions. And essentially once you get unlocked for doing the first one seems to be a lot easier. Now, maybe that's because I already did it once in the Unicorn, but we'll see how I fare in the Phoenix. With that said though, if you're missing out on this, don't feel like you're missing out on a lot of power if you're still kind of doing hard mode stuff. It's really not that much. The real thing is get through hard mode, then you get to the EX missions, and then completing those is where the actual gains that you get, for, like parts and stuff like that. So, pretty cool there. Moving on to show off the stats for the Phoenix as well. Typical sharpshooter stuff here, nothing too crazy. And weapons. Now, I do have my parts on. I wish there was a way you could have different part setups. That could be a cool feature because I don't really want to unequip them and then have to go find them and re-equip them. But I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, because again, I really don't want to take the parts off, but it's 4 and 1, and I have 9 shots and 2 right now. And yeah, so 4 and 1 should be the base, and really their reload time goes up based on how many shots. So this is normally 13 and it's 26. I can at least show that real quick. If I go to like do this, then that goes down to 1 and 7 and 13 seconds. So it literally just adds the same amount of time per shot that you do. So that kind of gets a little awkward. That way you kind of have to do the reload mechanic, and that's what my builds are, by the way, for these parts that I have, is essentially infinite reloading and just getting infinite med kits because of my skills with medic and roll star as well. But other than that, the Phoenix main point with the builds, 2 builds I see are mine, and the other one is to convert all the beams to physical or all the physical to beam, because this SPA by itself pretty much does nothing. It's a physical melee that hits a few times. I did about 2,500 was my top damage that I did in a single, like, one target, like a mobile armor. But I've had some problems with it so far going through things, which has been kind of awkward. So I don't know exactly how I feel about the SPA, but it's really cool. I just think they need to quality of life it a little bit, and it should be fine. The other thing, though, is this kind of is one of those suits where Dragoon was playing it, and unlike my build, he was definitely using the SPA for more damage and stuff, rather than just kind of a, I'm going to not take damage from this mobile armor that's targeting me kind of situation. And he did all beams and then scaled the beam damage. So that means not having like range damage and stuff. And he was actually hitting really hard 4K compared to my 2K with the SPA. And the sub-weapons were hitting insanely hard as well. So his whole kit was very synergized. And again, where I was talking about the time and reload for the lower ammo, he was actually having, because this would be well in half, so like 40 seconds, something like that, and this would be down to 13, so you can actually use your weapons a lot more. So there's different builds, and I do kind of like the build diversity here with this. So Phoenix, those are the 2 builds I think I would kind of look for, is scaling a type of damage and converting to that type, or my infinite ammo build, which I hope to have a guide out for talking about sharpshooters in general at some point soon. Other than that, though, you can also scale, I guess there's the parts that have like all damage is another thing. Sub-weapon attack, melee attack. There's ones that's just everything. Main, sub-weapon attack, or just straight up. I don't know if they have, that includes the SPA though. So maybe that actually doesn't work for this one. So maybe this is a convert and scale a type of damage, now that I think about it. That is my thoughts on the Phoenix as far as the stats and stuff. Pretty cool. Definitely nice to see a sharpshooter. I am a sharpshooter fan, so fair enough. But moving on, though, let's go ahead and get into the parts, because we already showed some here, and they're actually pretty high numbers that can hit on these. And we'll look at that, because sadly I didn't get that many sharpshooter parts. So let's get to the parts in the store. Actually, before we do that, I did want to kind of compare it to a couple of other suits too. I would say any of the suits that have kind of this 2-shot and 4-shot combo, or, well, I guess this is my parts on it, so this is even lower. But the point where you have like the GM Sniper 2, that kind of thing, very similar to the Wing Zero. Its SPA really isn't that good, honestly, and it has, I think it's 1 and 3 to begin with, or 1 and 4 or something like that. No, it's 1 and 3, yeah. So overall, kind of similar there, something like that. Any of the lower ammo where you get a big hit out of something is, or a big beam, same kind of thing with the F91, something like that is definitely something you can compare this to. Overall, I think, is the Kshatriya? No, it's not. I was gonna say, I thought it had more, so yeah. But yeah, there's a few suits like that, and if you like stuff like the GM Sniper 2 and just want kind of something similar to that, pretty cool. Also, the Phoenix being a free suit, that means everybody just gets it, so you don't have to unlock anything. You just have to play the game, from what I know. I don't think you have to do hard. If you do, please correct me in the comments down below. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and look at the new parts that you can get from this. Now, the thing that concerns me about this is I know a lot of people that have been farming those chips, and without a way to kind of get a tier like this of those chips, what happens? So I'm really curious to see if we can somehow get 9-star chips, because that would be really nice. If you can't get 9-star chips, then that could be really awkward. I mean, maybe just, you know, these kind of outscale most of those, and chips are more of a way to farm something that is decent for your build, that you can make a build out of, and once you make it, then you get the random 9 stars to then kind of, you know, raise that cap slowly. Maybe that's what they want to do. So if that's it, fair enough. But main point about these though, 1,133 life. I believe on one of these here, 1,220 life, 265 range. That's nothing too crazy, but where's the 356 melee? So yeah, I'm really curious to know what the limits on these rolls are. What's the max and what's the minimum? Because it seems like the minimum can go all the way down to what a 4-star one would have, which kind of sucks. So overall though, pretty cool that we get what seems to be an upper limit. I'm hoping like use limit stuff actually is up as well, not just effect number 1, but 2 and 3. If we can get to like 50%, then that means 200% for my ammo build. But anyway, hopefully we can find out what the limits are of these somehow. I don't know if anybody's like actually data mined, but I wish there was a button you could press and just see the range of the rolls that you could hit somewhere on this. Also, one quick thing I'd like to go ahead and say too is I had a speedrunning idea yesterday on stream, and yeah, with being able to just get certain parts and farm certain parts, you could do the tier below this one right here, and then scale your suits all the way down to 80, and then actually do a hard mode speed run where you do all the missions on hard kind of thing, or something like that. Very cool speed run potential. I like that in the game, where you can actually kind of go back and do different things like that. You could even go back and do a normal speed run where people could come up with a way to normalize that, other than mainly just starting a new game. I guess you could do a full new game, or you could do like a new game plus kind of deal, and we could kind of come up with different ways you can do that. I think that's kind of cool. Very nice that you can actually descale stuff, and the other part with that is that way you can play with your friends and you're not just overpowered too, because personally I'd rather kind of go through the content when it's difficult and not have somebody just one-shotting everything. But hey, anyway, moving on though, let's go ahead and talk about the new couple of skills, because you can now go to level 90. Well, 2 new skills. We have concentration, which is just increased perfect guard window, which also means that is your counter window as well. And then we have the uncap skill, which is the roll action. It increases the duration. Now, what's kind of interesting here is sharpshooter, you just reload, but you know, with sniper, I'm assuming sniper actually has its own duration. So I guess you kind of might get a buff of sorts, which is just your reload, but there's some kind of duration to it. I don't know how to tell what that is, but in this case though, this can actually increase that duration of, say, maybe sniper, is what I'm kind of thinking. If that's the case, that would be really cool. If not, and I'm kind of wasting a spot with sniper, that would be really awkward for sharpshooters. But other than that though, the other skills though, if you don't know, which I actually didn't know exactly what they did, but the all-rounder has the cancel timing when it does its roll action, and the infighter is CC immune when it does its roll action. So unlike the sharpshooter, both of those things can be scaled. Anyway, that's it for the skills. That's pretty much everything. Let's go ahead and show the actual mission for the EX mission. Again, you have to do everything on hard. That is going... Whoops, I forgot that you actually have to go over to this to swap it. You have to go through everything on hard. That means even these missions. Doing hard and getting the clear up here, you can tell if you've done it on hard if it says clear at the top. So here we go. Let's go into it. What is it? So it is a little arena literally in front of that. It's the same arena from that map. And you go right in front of this and you fight the Wing Gundam with the Epion. You fight the Double X next by itself. Then you fight the Burning with the Master. And then finally you have the Musha and the command at the same time, but when one of them drops, the knight comes in to help out, and that is how this one wraps up. So let's see what I can do with the Phoenix, and I guess I can go ahead and keep these two. Other than that, yeah, you know what, let's just keep these two. This will work. YOLO. Let's see what happens. Now, my concern is, unlike the Unicorn full armor that is insanely tanky, the Phoenix is not. There we go. Now I'm actually really getting my combos off. And by combos, I'm actually down. Oh, no. Who's that? Which one? Which one are you on? No. Oh, shit. Well, here we go. Wait, what? Finish it. Come on. No. Just hit him once. What is this? No. Wait, can you? Oh, you have super armor with that on? Oh, no, you don't. Okay, that's a fail. Okay, so here we go. So, the base beams and stuff actually do quite a bit. Funnels are really good. They just go on target. Pretty nice with that. Man, I got them both on me to begin with. There we go. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I hit them both. No. Oh, he swapped to me, dude. That's not good. But if you can take one down, it's pretty easy because then you're just fighting one boss, so not that big of a deal. The thing is, I'm just trying not to swap targets. PC problems with swapping targets, but overall, beam you can pin with it, so you can get multiple line targets up, so you can get your reloads going a little bit faster. The main thing is, there we go, getting that first one off. Oh, what? No, I think I swapped at the wrong time. Anyway, I can go ahead and do this and reload though. Boom. There we go. Well, this one does have a cancel that you can go between both, so you can do a 1, 2, 3 normal. Whoops. So that's kind of nice. The beams aren't too bad overall. Actually, they're really good for beams. Everything goes really quick. I hate when the beams are very slow when you're using your main weapon. So the main weapon on this is actually really good. And I'm going to go ahead and show the ult on this. Let's see if I hit. There we go. 4 hits, 2,400. So again, that's kind of the problem. Like, you're not really doing much with the ult on this. And there we go. There's some nice cancels. Getting that combo in there. And I'm going to wait till he kills me to reload, because that way I don't waste it. And then I missed the cancel there, going back to it, but there we go. And there's one down, so the next one should be pretty easy. And there's one more main thing I want to point out in this mode, and then we'll probably, that'll be it. And I'll probably put the rest of this at the end for the how far I get, if I fell or what. So here's the cool part. All the stuff's down. There we go. Got the loots. And there's a box. So the next wave won't spawn till you actually touch that box, which is really cool. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say other than just the commentary. So the rest of this will probably be at the end. So skip to whatever next section, editor me, and then put the rest of it at the end or something. That is the update. I don't think I missed anything. If I did, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, bug fixes, all that stuff. Pretty cool little first update. Pretty quick too. Really curious to see how much content and what they do coming forward. Again, I kind of want to do some kind of review video and also a tips and tricks video and maybe a specific guide video for my sharpshooter stuff, as well as I'm going to try to set up the other set of parts if I have enough of them to at least show the damage change and scaling a specific damage and how good that can be. There have been some sub-weapon scalings, which is essentially kind of the same thing, where people have been hitting insane damage with things like the Sniper, GM Sniper 2, the F91, any suit like that. But yeah, if you like, for the Phoenix, again, the funnels, I wish you could combo them and weave them a little bit more, but you got to wait for them to come back so you can fire the next one. That's about one of my only complaints, really. And the SPA move. But again, there's build diversity in this, which is kind of nice, and you can definitely build around it. So, overall though, pretty solid suit. Really cool that we're getting it for free. I wish all the suits would come like that. But hey, I think the mission packs, if they did it right, they could just sustain off that. Just saying. But, you know, I think that'll be it for this one, though. I've rambled on long enough here at the end. So, like, comment, subscribe. Usual stuff in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Discord. Also, TikTok and Instagram. Yay, I get to say that now. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you think about everything that was in the update. Do you like the Phoenix? What do you hope that they come out with next for a free suit? And, yeah, what do you think there? I don't know if it's already been announced, but the DLC 2-pack, I'm curious to see what that is. If they haven't announced it, then let me know your ideas on what that is in the comments below as well. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Oh, it's so easy when it's just one target. Except for, why won't you get stunned? I guess, oh yeah, I need to actually... Whoop. Actually, yeah, if he goes down... There we go. I can do this, and they can pick him up. Oop. Ooh. I hit with a little bit of that. Okay, now the good part is, now I can go ahead and reload pretty much for free. And you get that combo off. Whoop, no, there we go. Can I knock up? No. Whoop. No! Oh, that actually has a lot of range. Yeah, done. Okay. So again, with a party, you could, you know, wait, everybody heals up or whatever. Somebody has a lot of medkits that they actually are the designated healer kind of thing. And then, okay, who do I want to fight more? Oh, well, that's awkward. There we go. No. Okay. Yeah, I got them both here, I think. Are they both stunned? Yeah, I got them both. Let's go. Okay, come on. Oh, I hit them both. Oh, well, you know what? Let's let them both use it. Okay, they're actually doing their thing. I probably didn't need to use that. Oh, actually, I did need to use that. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. I'm going to fail. Oh, so close. This is actually awkward. I'm down again. No. Oh, they're both down. Okay, well, this is definitely a fail. I probably should have picked them up because they weren't on me, so that was definitely a mistake. Yep, there it is. Well, there's a fail. But, again, missing tank. I probably should have an in-fighter in there, maybe. Maybe that would actually make this a little bit easier. Party formation is definitely important when going through stuff. But, that'll probably be in tips and tricks video. But anyway, Phoenix doing some pretty good damage. Seeing some good things on multiple different builds. So, really cool. Pretty hype. But yeah, that was it. So I'm guessing this is at the end. So yeah, I'm just going to say peace because I'm probably already said everything else. So yeah, peace!